Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day so far. Now ladies, it's the season of giving and I hope you're giving back to yourselves in the form of self-love. Now, I'm going to be giving you a few ways that we can practice self-kindness this season. So number one on my list is celebrating small wins. Now ladies, if you're like me, you overthink a lot and you have some high standards for yourselves or a lot of goals that you wanted to achieve. Let's just use it from an annual perspective. If you're like me, you had a lot of goals that you wanted to achieve this year. You possibly went down your list of things that you wanted to accomplish, ticked off a few. It's the big things that sometimes we focus on the end goal so much that we forget that there's small wins along the way and that progress is still progress even if it's small. So ladies, I encourage you to celebrate your small wins. If you said that you wanted to be fit, for example, and you only managed to work out 2 times a week, still celebrate that, because guess what? There was a time when you never worked out even once per week. If you said you wanted to eat healthier and you have a cheat meal every week, celebrate that you're actually making healthier choices daily instead of just living. Always celebrate those small wins because it helps us to appreciate ourselves and the work and the effort that we're putting into being the best version of ourselves. So I encourage you to do that. And then number 2 on my list is forgiving yourself for past mistakes. Ladies, forgiving yourself is sometimes the hardest thing to do. For me, I forgive others way quicker than I forgive myself. I don't know, I'll make one little mistake or slip up and I agonize over it for hours, sometimes days. And ladies, we should try to give ourselves the same grace we do to others. That's a form of self-love. If you have all this resentment built up against your own self, how can you flourish as a person? Learn to forgive yourself, like for the small things. It's not the end of the world. Maybe you made a little mistake, but sometimes there's a lesson in that mistake. So try to look at the lesson that you learned and forgive yourself so that you can move on. Okay, that's one form of practicing self-kindness, self-love, forgiving yourself for past mistakes. I suggest writing a letter or just voicing out loud, I forgive you for looking in the mirror. I forgive you for self-work is weird at times, but it's good. So I forgive you for lying. I forgive you for allowing others to walk all over you. I forgive you for not establishing boundaries, healthy boundaries with others. I forgive you for allowing yourself to be used. I forgive you for not being disciplined. It's important, ladies, do the work. Number 3, allowing yourself to rest. Now, ladies, rest is important. And in a world where there are hashtags like sleep is overrated, or boss this, boss that, boss girl this, boss girl that, I only get this hour of sleep, all of it is using to build my empire, things like that. They're motivating, but sometimes they can be a bit ridiculous. I implore you ladies to remember you need to rest. Sleep is very important. It's necessary for our body to just recuperate so that we can operate efficiently and effectively. I suggest taking at least a few hours out of your busy schedule, or at least a day on the weekend. If you're home, light some candles, take a nice bath, or take a nice shower, wash your hair, put on some comfy clothes. Whatever rest is for you. Rest for me is staying home, laying in bed, having a nice meal, watching a movie. That's rest for me. Whatever rest is for you, make sure that you put that into your routine. because you have to rest. You need rest. Number 4, rewarding yourself after hard tasks. Now, ladies, I am a big supporter of positive reinforcement in the form of rewards, gifts. I there are sometimes I make my to-do lists because I work really, really well with lists. I've come to realize that. And sometimes when you look at some of the tasks, you're just like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I always say to the hard task first. Sometimes I do the easiest so that I can tick things off because I get motivated when I start seeing that I'm doing things, right? But when I get the hard things done, I am telling you, I'm getting a reward. Especially if it's big, I'm getting, I don't know, a new moisturizer. It doesn't have to be anything. You don't have to buy yourself a whole house or a car. Come on, you get like a nice perfume. I get new makeup. I get, I don't know, sunscreen, something, anything. I just like to get something. You could try that. You could try rewarding yourself after you finish hard tasks. It did take you a lot to do it. Then number 5, allowing yourself to have fun. Ladies, I can be a real stick in the mud sometimes. Sometimes I beat myself up just for having fun or just enjoying myself. As soon as when I'm enjoying myself, sometimes I'm like, you know what, you're slipping. You need to find something to do. I am always really, I don't know, I cheat myself out of a lot of fun, I think. But we're young. We have one life to live. And we can't be working, or thinking about the future all the time. Sometimes we have to live in the now, be present. Be present and mindful of the time and the people that are around us and the opportunities that we have because of our age or where we are right now, the risks that we can take. Have fun, ladies. Have fun. We're only getting older. We don't want to get older with regrets. Have safe fun, take chances, go out with your friends, spend a little bit of your money, laugh. You look back and have fun memories. Because honestly, ladies, the things that you're worrying about when you're keeping yourself from having fun, they're gonna get figured out anyway. At the end of the day, they always get figured out if you realize that. So it doesn't really matter sometimes if you keep yourself from it or not. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. So I say, have fun. Not to throw caution to the wind, but do enjoy yourself, especially if you're really young. Take chances, live it. You learn from your experiences.